If someone told you a decade ago that meditation could make your brain behave like it's been plugged into a cosmic supercomputer, and that scientists would publish this in a peer-reviewed journal, you'd probably smile politely and walk away slowly, but that's exactly what just happened. A brand new study published in Nature Communications Biology analyzed participants at one of Dr. Joe Dispenza's week-long retreats. And the results? Let's just say, the line between science and supernatural just got fuzzy. Today we're diving into 10 shocking discoveries that finally back up what Joe has been teaching for years, only now. It's in fMRI scans, blood plasma, proteomics, metabolomics, and hard data. Let's get into it. 1. Meditation shut down the selfing network. Joe has always said the goal of meditation is to get beyond the analytical mind, to enter the operating system, as he calls it. Well, the science just caught up. During the meditations, the default mode network, the part of your brain that constantly narrates, judges, compares, remembers, anticipates, worries, analyzes, overthinks and obsesses, quieted dramatically. This is the network responsible for your story of me. The study found that meditation reduced functional connectivity within the DMN to such a degree that the brain became less self-referential and more interconnected across regions. Exactly the state Joe describes when he says, "You stop being the identity trapped in matter, and you become pure awareness. And once the noise of you turned down, the body did something extraordinary." 2. Their blood started growing neurons. Joe has spent years teaching that your thoughts aren't just psychological, they're biological. This study physically proved it. Researchers took blood plasma from participants before and after the 7-day retreat. Then they applied it to neuron cells in a lab. Post-retreat blood grew longer neurites. Their blood literally helped neurons grow and connect more rapidly, a signature of enhanced neuroplasticity. Think about that. Just thinking differently for 7 days changed the biochemical environment of their blood enough to accelerate neural growth in another organism. That's Joe's whole teaching in action. Thoughts become biology. But the story gets even more wild, because the body didn't just change its neural wiring, it changed its entire energy system. 3. Their cells rebuilt their energy production. Joe always talks about energy, how you have to move from survival to creation, from stress to coherence. In the study, cells exposed to post-retreat plasma showed higher glycolytic activity, more efficient energy production, a shift toward faster metabolic pathways. Translation: their cells acted like they swapped out AA batteries for a Tesla Powerwall. When Joe talks about raising your energy, most people think he's being metaphorical. Nope. This was literally measurable in ATP production, the body's energy currency, and this energy shift wasn't happening in isolation. It was part of a much bigger intelligence at work. 4. Placebo effects worked even when people knew. One of the retreat's components was an open-label placebo healing ritual, meaning participants were told up front, this is a placebo. No deception, no trickery, no magic pill. And yet, those sessions triggered real biological changes. This is right out of Joe's teaching. When you consciously choose to step into a new internal state, the body doesn't wait for external proof, it responds instantly. The study confirms what Joe's been saying for years. It's not the substance, it's the meaning you give the experience. And when the body accepts a new meaning, it immediately begins rebuilding it. 5. The immune system rebooted in both directions. The plasma analysis showed something fascinating. Inflammatory markers went up. Anti-inflammatory markers went up. The body was balancing, recalibrating, and reorganizing. This is exactly what Joe calls homeostasis restored by the intelligence of the subconscious. When you shift your emotional state, when you stop living in the survival hormones of fear, anger, guilt, and stress, your immune system stops reacting and starts regulating. This dual activation is the body saying, I know what to destroy, I know what to repair, and I'm doing both right now. And then the body did what pharmaceutical companies wish they could patent. 6. The body released its own natural opioids. Participants had elevated levels of beta-endorphin, dynorphin, and other endogenous opioids. These are your body's built-in painkillers. Joe has spent decades telling audiences, you are the placebo. This study showed that in real time, meditation changed brain activity, changed chemistry, created natural euphoria and pain relief. Your body literally became its own pharmacy, on command. But the brain wasn't just becoming calmer and happier, it was becoming more efficient. 7. The brain became a superhighway of communication. Instead of being segregated into distinct modules, the brain moved into a state with lower modularity, higher global efficiency, more cross-network communication. Joe calls this whole brain synchronization. The science calls it enhanced information flow, but you feel it as clarity, creativity, intuition, insight, connectedness. The very states Joe triggers in his breathwork and meditations. When he says you can connect to the unified field, he's describing precisely this. The brain stops firing in isolated clusters and starts firing like one integrated intelligence. And the study didn't stop there, because this neurological transformation reflected something deeper. 8. The body reflected a change in identity. Joe teaches one thing above all. You must become the person who already has the life you want. Not think like them, not wish like them. Become them. And the study found biological evidence of exactly that. When participants emotionally rehearsed their future selves, their neurons rewired, their metabolism shifted, their immune system recalibrated, their pain response changed, their brain quieted the old identity, their biology reorganized around the future self they were embodying in meditation. This is not metaphor anymore. It's not philosophy. It's not spiritual poetry. It's measurable change at every level. And the speed? That's the wildest part. 9. All this happened in 7 days. Not 7 months. Not years of therapy. Not decades of spiritual discipline. 7 days. Joe always emphasizes, you do not need time. You need an intensity of intention. This study proved him right in 1 week. Participants changed neural networks, shifted metabolic pathways, activated endogenous opioids, upregulated antioxidant pathways, boosted neuroplasticity, rewrote immune responses, altered exosomal communication. This wasn't micro-change. This was a full-body reboot, which leads us to the final, and maybe most important, discovery. 10. The study suggests reality is way more malleable than we think. When meditation rewires the brain, changes the blood, activates the opioid system, restructures metabolism, modulates gene expression, and shifts identity signatures within days, not months. You're no longer dealing with a relaxation technique. You're dealing with consciousness as a biological force. This is Joe's entire message. If you can feel the emotion of your future now, your body will begin to believe that future is real, and it will reorganize itself to match it. And now we have data, not testimonies, showing exactly that. So the next time someone tells you, meditation is just for relaxation, you can smile and say, really? Because my cells, my brain, and my entire metabolic system would like to disagree. If this blew your mind, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Which of the 10 findings changed how you see your own potential? More science, more consciousness, more quantum breakthroughs. I'll see you in the next video, or maybe the next dimension itself.